Before we start with our physical movement, we'll just do our check-in. So just come into your seated position, thinking about the soles of the feet being nice and grounded, maybe lifting up those toes, spreading them wide, and then trying to place them back down one at a time. Just being mindful, if you can, that all four corners of both feet are equally grounding out. Feeling nice and long in the spine, lift the crown of the head up, maybe just roll the shoulders a few times. Notice how the shoulders are feeling this afternoon. And then just let your shoulders soften down the back. Feel a little bit of a lift in the chest, just gently tucking the chin in. Wonderful. So if you're able to, just coming away from the back of your chair, but if you're not able to, then by all means, lean against the chair, but just try to be mindful that the spine is staying long. Resting the hands wherever's most comfortable for you. And then if you're happy to, perhaps just closing the eyes or just lowering the gaze. Let's just take a few moments to just come into this space to check in with where we are at right now, so that we can take our practice from there. So let's just start to become aware of the breath, the prana. Start to notice your inhale, notice your exhale. And if you find it useful, feel free to take a hand to the belly, perhaps a hand to the chest also. And just allowing the hands to notice where the body is moving around the breath. Notice how the breath is moving around the body right now. So if you can, we want to find those deep, steady belly breaths. So feeling the hand on the belly rise out as we breathe in, and then feeling the hand soften back towards the spine as we breathe out. So inhaling to feel the belly and the chest expand out, and exhaling to allow them to soften back towards the spine. So if this is okay for you today, then just continuing to find those deep, steady breaths. But if not, then just allow the breath to flow naturally, however is most comfortable for you today. And then let's take the awareness now to the physical body. So just taking a few moments to become aware of your physical body. Notice that connection between the soles of the feet and the ground beneath you. And then just move the awareness up through the legs, into the buttocks, perhaps seeing if the buttocks can relax, could sink a little deeper into your chair. Moving the awareness up through the torso, just checking here that the spine is still long. Becoming aware of the arms, of the hands, of the sensation of the palms against your body. Becoming aware of the neck. And finally, just becoming aware of the face and the head. Just noticing how your body is feeling today. And then let's take the awareness now to the Anahata chakra, the heart center. So perhaps if you've already got a hand at the center of the chest, you can leave it there. Maybe take the other hand to join it. Or if you prefer, you can take your Anjali Mudra, hands together in prayer position, resting the thumbs against the center of the chest. Just taking a few moments to check in with how you are feeling right now. Asking yourself as if you are asking a close friend, how are you? And you can be totally honest. There is no right or wrong. Whatever you're feeling, whatever you find is valid. Try to just notice and observe without getting carried away with why you're feeling a particular emotion. And just trying to accept without judgment. How are you today? And allowing the awareness to rise and to come to rest now at the Ajna chakra, the third eye. So maybe taking a few fingers to the space between the eyebrows, or perhaps taking your Anjali mudra there, resting the thumbs in the eyebrow center, and just taking a few moments to become aware of the state of your mind. So perhaps this is something that you've already noticed as we move through our check-in practice. Maybe there are lots of thoughts and you're struggling to focus today, and that is absolutely fine. Or perhaps the mind is quite calm and clear and the focus is quite readily available. Again, there is no right or wrong, just see if you can notice and observe. Most importantly, try to accept without judgment. And then just slowly releasing the hands back down to the lap or wherever is most comfortable for you. And if the eyes are closed, just blinking the eyes open, coming back into this space. Wonderful stuff. All right, if you need to roll those shoulders or take any other little movement, then go for it. So we'll just start with our four-face pranayama, our four-face breathing practice, just to get the neck moving. So when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, taking the gaze towards the left shoulder, just as far as feels good for you. Inhaling to come back to the center. And then exhaling over to the right this time. Inhaling to center. Exhaling to drop chin to chest, keeping spine long, shoulders relaxed. Inhaling back to center. And last one, exhaling, taking the gaze as far as feels comfortable for the neck, up towards the sky. Lovely. And inhaling back to center. So just take another couple of rounds of that at your own pace. So don't worry too much in the order of the movements. Just try to take the gaze to each four places, moving with the breath if you can. Helping to open up the neck. Notice how the neck is feeling for you right now. And if you get dizzy, then feel free to slow down or just stop completely. Excellent stuff. Just making this your final round. And once you have finished this round, then just bringing the gaze back to center. And just take a couple of moments to notice how the neck is feeling. All right, lovely. So let's get the fingers and the toes moving. So if you can, we're going to lift both feet off the floor. If you're not comfortable doing this, by all means, you can rest the heels on the floor and then take the hands out in front of you. Press the hands forward, relax the shoulders, be mindful that you're keeping the chest nice and open. Lovely. And maybe just draw the toes back towards the nose a little bit. Excellent. And then we're just going to squeeze the fingers and the toes and spread. And then just keep that going. Squeeze and spread, fingers and toes. Notice if there's any clicking. Lovely. Try to keep the rest of the body nice and relaxed, particularly the shoulders and the jaw. Maybe you can go a little bit quicker. Excellent. So the next time that you squeeze fingers and toes, you're going to hold it there. Squeeze them as much as you can. Relax the shoulders. Keep lifting out the waist. Keep breathing. Good stuff. One final deep breath in. Squeeze. And exhale to release. And then spread the fingers and the toes as wide as you can. Spread, spread, spread. Keep breathing. Keep relaxing those shoulders. Good stuff. Spread as much as you can. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale to release all the way going to give the hands a bit of a shake out if you need to. Excellent. Let's bring some movement into the spine now. So just resting the hands on the lap. We'll move through our cat-cow. So take a nice deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, we're going to tuck the tailbone under, drop chin to chest, push the spine towards the back of the chair, rounding through the back. Keep breathing here, relax the shoulders, draw the belly button in towards the spine. And then when you're ready with a nice deep inhale, we're going to lift the gaze, press the belly, the chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together, push the tailbone out. Holding it here, finding that opening through the chest and the belly. Keep breathing. Lovely. So we're going to move through our cat-cow with the breath. So when you're ready, exhaling to round back. Draw that energy into the center, rounding through the spine. And then inhaling to open the chest, the belly, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the gaze as far as it's comfortable. So just keeping that going at your own pace. Maybe rounding the back as you exhale. And arching the back as you inhale. But if you just want to focus on the movement and let the breath flow naturally, that's also totally fine. What's important is that you breathe. Noticing how your spine is feeling today. Wonderful. Taking a couple more. Trying to keep the feet nice and grounded. So then just finishing on an inhale, open everything up as much as you can. Squeeze those shoulder blades, keep breathing. And then just slowly release back down into your neutral spine. Lovely stuff. Shake it out, do anything else that you might need to do. That, and then we're going to get the leg and the arms moving. So we're going to start on the left side. We're going to take the left toes out. And then we're going to extend the left arm, palm facing up. Wonderful. So we're going to bend into the knee and into the elbow. So bending into the knee, bringing the hands towards the elbow. Good stuff. So just keeping that going, using the right foot to support you. So again, just being mindful that you don't start to slouch as you're doing this, keeping the spine long and the chest open. Good work. Maybe picking up the pace a little. Take a few more. Excellent stuff. And then extending through the arm and the leg. Keep the leg extended, the arm's going to come back, hands to shoulder, and then send the elbow out to the side. So we're going to circle through the elbow, the shoulder, as we circle through the ankle. So circling that left ankle as you circle into the left shoulder. Nice big circles if you can. Breathing. Good stuff. And then changing direction. Maybe you're feeling it a little bit in the shins and the shoulder, that's fine. A few more here if you can. Wonderful, and then just slowly releasing the leg, releasing the arm. Cool, let's take it to the other side. Excuse me, extend through the right leg, right palm up towards the sky. Just relax that right shoulder, lengthen into the spine. And when you're ready, start to bend into elbow. Using that left foot to support you, maybe that left hand on the thigh as well. That's picking up the pace now. That's okay for your knee. Breathing. Wonderful. A few more. Excellent. Last one. And extend. Bring the hand back towards the shoulder and send the elbow out to the side, and then start to circle through elbow and ankle. Nice big circles if you can. Lovely. Really being aware of the sensations in those joints as you circle them, and then just changing direction if you haven't already. Excellent. Just check you haven't slumped into your chair. Nice. Last couple. Wonderful. And then release down. Excellent. Just shake the hands up. Ooh. Out to the side. Watch out for anything out that might be there. Lovely. And then just release the arms down. Cool. All right, let's take a bit of a side stretch. So left hand's either going to come onto the left hip, or you might take hold of the chair if you prefer. Find that nice long spine. Take a deep breath in as the right arm comes up. And when you're ready, exhaling to reach the right fingers over to the left. So if you're finding that this is too much for the shoulder, you can still benefit from the stretch having the arm down by the side. You'll just feel it a little further, a little deeper if the arm is extended. Try to keep that left shoulder nice and relaxed. Keep the right buttock nice and heavy. Breathe. Lovely. Use the core, use the feet, and take a deep breath in as you come all the way up. And then release the right arm down. Take it to the other side. So again, right hand can come to hip or chair, either side. Deep breath in, left arm up. And then exhale to reach across again. Feel free to bring that left arm back down to the side. Keep those shoulders relaxed, keep the chest open. Let the gaze, the drishti rest wherever's most comfortable for you. Try to keep that left buttock nice and heavy if you start to lift off. And maybe just ease off a little bit. Nice. Press firmly down through the feet, engage the core, and take a deep breath in to come all the way up. And then release the left arm down. Nice, good stuff. Shake it out. And then we're going to take our seated sun salutation. So for this one, just make sure that you're starting in your seated tadasana or mountain pose. Your feet are firmly grounded. The spine is long, your shoulders are soft, your chest is open, and just be mindful if the chin is starting to lift, just gently tucking it back in. All right, so when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in, circle the arms out wide, maybe bringing the palms together if you can. Relax the shoulders, and then take a deep breath in to lengthen, and then breathe out as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, press the chest and the belly forward. Maybe lift the gaze if that's okay for you, or otherwise keep the gaze forward. Press firmly down through the feet, keep breathing here. Nice work, everyone. And then on an exhale, we're going to fold forward. So folding over the lap. Feel free to bring the hands to the lap if you prefer, otherwise just let the hands come down. Release the head, tuck the chin in towards the chest, just to get that nice deep stretch into the back of the body. Next up, we're going to take our halfway lift. So when you're ready, breathing in to just lift just enough so that the spine is long. So the hands can stay hanging down by the sides. They can come onto the lap, or we can send the fingers forward to make it a bit more challenging. If you're doing this, keep reaching the fingers forward, keep drawing the shoulder blades back, press firmly down through those feet and breathe. Nice. On your next exhale, releasing back down into your forward fold. Good. When you're ready, deep breath in. We're going to come up to sitting. On our way up, we're going to grab hold of the back of that left knee. Might need to just shuffle on your bum slightly. Lovely. Bring that left knee in towards the chest. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen, and then breathe out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest. Draw that left knee in as far as is comfortable for you. Keep breathing. On your next exhale, we're going to round the back, dropping the chin or forehead towards the knee. But make sure those shoulders don't come up towards the ears as you do this. Let the shoulders relax. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Maybe scoot that tailbone under a little more. And breathe. Nice work. On your next exhale, gently release that left foot down to the floor. And then slowly work your way back up to the seated position. Right, we're going to do all that again on the other side. So take as long as you need to get yourself set up to find your deep, steady breath. And then when you're ready, deep breath in, extend the arms up and overhead. Maybe the palms come together, relax the shoulders. And then inhale, lengthen, exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades, lift the chest. Imagine you're making a bit of a banana shape with your upper body here. You've got a pencil between your shoulder blades, you're squeezing it there to hold it in place. Breathe. Lovely. When you're ready, exhale down into your forward fold. Take your time. Feel free to take the hands to the lap if that's useful. Maybe just drop the chin towards the chest to get that extra stretch in the back of the body. When you're ready, deep breath into your halfway lift. So nice long spine here. Maybe fingers are hanging, maybe they're on the lap, or maybe you reach them forward to challenge yourself a little more, get those arms and shoulders working. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Use those feet to help stabilize. And then exhale to release back down. Lovely. When you're ready, deep breath in, coming up, taking hold of the back of the right knee this time. Bringing that right knee in towards the chest. And then inhale, lengthen, exhale, open the chest, squeeze those shoulder blades. Maybe that right knee can come in a little closer towards the chest. Keep breathing. And on and exhale, rounding into the back this time, dropping the gaze, pulling that belly button in towards the spine, let the shoulders soften down the back. Breathe. And then on your next exhale, just gently release that right foot all the way back down. And slowly come back up into your seated position. Just take a couple of moments there. Noticing how you're feeling, maybe just a quick check-in with your breath, your body, your mood, and your mind. So our sun salutation seated variation is a great way to stretch, strengthen, and stimulate all of the body. All right. Lovely stuff. Okay, so we're going to take another little sequence now, getting the hips working a little bit more and a little bit more of a workout for the shoulders. So you might need to just shuffle towards the edge of your seat a little more for this one. We're going to be taking the leg out to the side, so just be mindful if you've got anything there to move it, or just be careful of it if you can't move it. So we're going to take our left arm into cactus arm, so like a right angle, a little bit like a cactus, but we're going to bring it in front of us. Yeah, lovely. So then when you're ready, we're going to send the arm and the knee out to the side, just as far as is good for you. And then back in. Excellent. So we're just going to keep that going. So just allowing that opening into the left hip and the left arm. Wonderful. Again, you can use your right foot, your right hand to help offer up a bit of extra stability. Maybe pick up the pace a little, but don't feel like you have to. Excellent. Keep breathing. Let's take a few more. Fabulous stuff. All right, so finishing by taking everything out. And we're going to keep the arm there and bring the knee back in. Feel free to shuffle around if you need to. So arm's going to stay at that right angle. We want to try and keep elbow in line with shoulder, wrist in line with elbow. But don't worry if you can't quite get there, that's fine. All right, so when you're ready, we're going to keep this right angle shape and take the fingertips up towards or beyond, above, the crown of the head as we lift the left knee in towards the chest. So we lift the knee, send the fingers up, and then drop. Lovely. So keep that going. This is a good one for the core as well. So try to be mindful if you're kind of falling backwards as you lift the knee. Maybe just don't lift the knee quite as high. Keep the spine long, then we're having to use those core muscles. Lovely. Maybe see if you can just spread those fingers to keep the hand active. Maybe you can pick up the pace a little, but don't worry if not. Nice. Don't forget to breathe. A few more, you're doing really well, everyone, good stuff. And then we're going to lift and hold. Press down through that right foot, lift out the waist, breathe. One final deep breath in. And then exhale to release the foot and release the arm down. Nice, well done. Okay, so we're going to extend through the arm and the leg now. So as we kick the left foot forward, we're going to send the left fingers up to the sky. And then bend the knee as we drop the hand down by the sides. Lovely. So keeping that going. Really thinking about finding as much extension as you can through the arm and through the leg. Really drawing the left toes back towards the nose as you extend the leg to deepen the stretch in the calf. And of course, keep breathing. And smiling. Excellent. Maybe you pick up the pace a little. Maybe you don't. Whatever feels good for you. Let's see if we can take a few more. Good work. So the next time you extend, we're going to hold it there. Lift out of the waist, send the fingers up, draw the toes towards you. Excellent. And then you're going to kick the toes up as you reach the fingers up. Great one for the thigh muscle here. Strengthening the knee. Keep breathing. Got this. One final deep breath in. And then exhale to release. Wow. Good work. Maybe just let that arm hang and give it a little bit of a shake. And just take a couple of moments just to notice how that left side is feeling compared to the right. Maybe a little bit more alive, maybe a little bit more tired. Hopefully there will be some sensation that you've done something on that side. All right, we're going to take all of that to the other side. Bear with me, sorry guys, I'll have a quick drink. Okay, so again, you might just need to be a little closer to the edge of your chair than you might normally be so that we can get that hip open without too much bother. Cactus arm in front. Wonderful. Thinking about that shape if you can. Spread the fingers, relax the shoulder, and then when you're ready, taking elbow in the out wide, and then back in. Good stuff. And only going as far as feels good for you. If you are only opening a few centimeters or a few inches, that's fine. This is your practice. You are in control. Lovely. Might be feeling this a little bit in the chest and in the upper back. Maybe if you're not quite feeling it, you can go a little faster. Excellent. Take a few more. Keep breathing. Faster. And then just opening your arm and leg up. Just check that you haven't slumped here, that you're still nice and long and open in the chest. And then keeping the arm where it is, we're going to bring the knee back in. And then once again, we're going to bring knee in towards chest and fingers up towards the head, trying to keep that shape of the arm. Okay, so when you're ready, lifting the knee, the fingers, and then back. Keep that going. Be mindful of the core being used here. So if you're rolling backwards, maybe don't lift quite as high. It's better to do it with integrity and to use the correct muscles than to think you have to go deeper. Lovely. Again, use this left leg, this left foot to offer up some extra support. You can really press firmly down through the foot. Excellent. Maybe pick up the pace a little. Keep breathing. Good work. Last few, you've got this. Nice. And then the next time you lift, you're going to hold it there. Breathe deeply. Relax the shoulders. One final deep breath in. And then release that. Woo. Keep that right arm a bit of a shape. Do anything else that you might need to do. Cool. Who said chair yoga was easy? All right, so we're going to extend through the leg and the arm. So when you're ready, swinging the arm up as you kick the leg forward and then swing back. And again, just trying to keep the arm active, keep the fingers spread, really draw the toes back towards the nose as you extend the leg. And of course, keep breathing. And again, use this left leg to help stabilize and support. Wonderful. Feel free to pick up the pace if you want to. Excellent. Let's take a few more. Good stuff. Dig deep. Fab. Next time you extend, we're going to hold it there. Lift out the weights, relax the shoulders, draw the toes back towards the nose. Check that the chest is open. And then kick the fingers and the toes up. Wonderful. Surprisingly hard, this one. Keep breathing. Excellent. And then release. Woo! Wonderful stuff. Just taking a couple of moments here now, just noticing how that right side is feeling. Noticing how you are feeling. Wonderful. And then just to give us a few more moments of rest, we're going to come into our forward fold. So take a deep breath in, reach the hands up. And then exhale down into your forward fold, maybe offering up the hands to the lap, or maybe just letting the head and the arms hang, you decide. And just resting here for a few moments. Seeing if you can feel the belly expand onto the thighs as you breathe in. And soften away as you breathe out. Feel free to shake out the head, yes or no a few times if the neck is feeling tense. And then just keeping the head and the arms heavy, press firmly down through the feet and just start to slowly roll up through the spine. Keeping the head dropped, letting those arms hang heavy. And then head and shoulders are the last thing to come. Wonderful, good stuff. All right, so we're going to take a few twists now. So I'd like you to take a nice deep breath in and send the arms up and overhead. Relax the shoulders and find length from the feet all the way to the fingertips. Good. All right, so we're going to start by twisting to the right. So take a nice deep breath in, lengthen. And then exhale, the left arm's going to come forward, right arm comes backward as we open the chest to the right. Now you can bring the arms down to like a T at your shoulders, or if you prefer, you can bring the arms all the way down to perhaps to the thigh, perhaps to the back of the chair, depending on what's available to you. Each time that you breathe in, think about lengthening out the waist towards the crown of the head. Each time that you breathe out, think about softening the shoulders down the back. And just notice here, if you are pressing into the outside of that right thigh or knee, that you're not pushing the knee into the center. So you're pressing firmly down through the feet to keep the legs strong. And if you'd like to deepen the stretch in the neck, maybe taking the gaze towards that back shoulder. Good stuff. So when you're ready, you're going to take the arms back out to T-shape at shoulder height. And then press firmly down through the feet. Take a deep breath in, twist back to center, set the fingertips up high. Lovely. Just check the shoulders are relaxed. Take a couple of moments here. And then deep breath in, lengthen. And then exhale as we twist to the left this time. Right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe you hold the arms at T, at shoulder height, or maybe you bring the hands down to the outside of the left knee, maybe to the back of the chair, depending on what you're sitting on. And again, just being mindful that the feet are staying firmly grounded, that with each breath in, you're finding length in the spine. And with each breath out, you're finding softness in the shoulders. Taking a few more breaths here, perhaps taking the gaze towards that left shoulder, if you'd like to deepen the stretch in the neck. If you've taken the hands down towards the chair and the leg, and just send the arms back out into your T-shape, press firmly down through the feet, take a deep breath in, twist to center, send the fingers up high, and then release the arms all the way down. Excellent, good stuff. Just roll the shoulders a few times, shake the hands out. Wonderful. So we're going to take a lion's breath now, which you might feel silly doing this, but we're all doing it. Don't feel like you have to do it, but it is good. It's great. It's a good sort of detox for the body, and it's a great one if you're feeling a little bit sleepy. This is usually the sort of time, yeah, like 3 o'clock, you're having a bit of an afternoon slump, and you might usually reach for a bit of chocolate or sugar. Why not give lion's breath a go instead? For our lion's breath, we're simply opening the eyes and the mouth as wide as we can and sticking the tongue out. So take a deep breath in, and then can't talk at the same time. Open the eyes, stick the tongue out, and we squeeze the shoulders together to help open the chest a bit up. Lovely. And just slowly. All right, nice. Okay, so we're going to take a little hip stretch as well as a little face yoga pose. So that was a little face yoga pose there, the lion's breath. So let's start by sending the left leg over the right. So you can either have the legs crossed like this, or if you'd like to get a bit of a deeper stretch in the hip and it's available, you can maybe come onto the outside of the calf or shin, or maybe even onto the ankle or the foot. If you are lifting the lower leg away from the bottom knee, then just try to flex the toes. In fact, it's good practice even if you've got the legs crossed like this, just to protect that knee a little bit. So maybe you're here, maybe you're here, maybe you're here, you decide. Okay, lovely stuff. So we're just going to keep the legs there. and then we're going to take a little bit of a neck stretch and a facelift. So when you're ready, we're going to send that left arm up into the sky, and then reach the left hand around to the right temple. So just be mindful here that the left shoulder isn't kind of creeping up towards the left ear. And I'd like you to just gently draw the temple back. So you're just lifting that right eye slightly. Cool. All right, lovely. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, we're going to drop the ear towards the shoulder. But we're trying to keep the gap. So as the ear drops, let the shoulder drop. Lovely. Maybe you draw the skin a little further back from that right eye. And then to make it fun, we're going to stick the tongue out to the left towards the ground. So this is a good one for reducing the wrinkles around the eyes and rejuvenating this area. Also a good stretch for the neck. Try to keep that left shoulder relaxed. Just notice if the belly's not soft here, then just gently draw the belly button in to keep the core engaged. And then just bring your tongue back in. Keep the head where it is. Slowly release the left arm down. And then just roll the chin down towards the chest. Up. And then keeping the head here with the chin dropped to the chest, I'd like to interlace the fingers. And then just rest the hands on the back of the head. So we're not pushing down here, we're just resting them lightly for now. And then keeping the elbows wide, take a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, allow the elbows to drop down towards the ground. Maybe deepening the stretch in the back of the neck, maybe dropping the chin a little closer towards the chest. But what's important here is that the spine stays long. So we're just feeling that stretch in the back of the neck. If you start to round the back, then just try to come back up. If you need to remove the weight of the hands as you do that, then that's fine. If it feels like too much, you can lift the hands away. If you'd like to add a little bit more weight here, then you can just press gently into the back of the head. Keep the shoulders soft, keep breathing, and try to avoid caving the chest in if you can. Lovely stuff. And then just keeping the head where it is, slowly release the hands, the arms back down to either side of the body. And then when you're ready, gently bring the gaze back up, center. Wonderful. So we're going to pick that left knee back up. If you can, take the hands around the back of the knee and then just circle through that left hip a few times, one direction, and then just changing direction. Excellent. And then just slowly bringing that left foot back down to the floor. All right, lovely stuff. So we're going to take all of that again to the other side. So this time crossing the right leg over, maybe again crossing at the knee. Maybe you're on halfway up the lower leg, maybe you're on the foot. You decide, try to flex the toes back towards the knee if you can, and then just find your nice long spine, relax those shoulders, and then when you're ready, right arm's going to come up, reaching the right hand around to the left temple, keeping the right shoulder nice and relaxed, and then just gently drawing the skin back at the temple. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale to drop ear towards shoulder, drop the shoulder as you drop the ear. So try to avoid this sort of thing going on where the shoulder creeps up towards the ear, trying to keep space between the ears and the shoulders, space in the chest. Lovely. And then stick that tongue out to the right, down towards the ground. Maybe draw the skin a little further back at the temple if you want to increase the stretch in the face. And you're all looking beautiful right now. And then just bringing the tongue back in, keeping the head where it is, slowly release that right arm down, and then just gently drop the chin down towards the chest. Once again, we're going to interlace the fingers around the back of the head and just resting the hands around the back of the head. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, allow the elbows to drop, keep the spine long, just feeling a stretch in the back of the neck. And then if you've got quite a lot of weight in the hands and the arms into the back of the head, then just lift the weight away, keep the hands interlaced, and when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in as you lift the gaze, send the elbows out wide, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, maybe lift the gaze up a little higher if that's okay for your neck. Again, think about that pencil between the shoulder blades, squeezing it there to hold it in place. Breathe. And then just slowly bring the head back to center, keeping the elbows out wide for now if you can. Lovely. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Bring the left elbow down towards the ground. Right elbow comes up into the sky. Get that stretch into the right side. Wonderful. Use the core. Take a deep breath in as you come back up. And when you're ready, exhaling, right elbow down, left elbow up. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep the chest open. Breathe. And using the core to come back up to center. And then just gently releasing the arms down. Nice. Good work. Shake it out. And then just taking hold of the back of the right knee this time. Just circle through that right hip a few times one way. And then the other, you can do this without the hands if it's not available to have the hands behind the knee, or if you want to work a little bit harder. Excellent. And then just bringing that right foot all the way back down. Cool. Okay. So we are going to come up to standing. We will have our chairs for support if you need to, but you can also do this without standing if you prefer. So if you're happy to come up to standing, we're going to come up to standing. And if you've got your chair, if you can move your chair, you might move it to the side, or if your chair doesn't move, you move around your chair. Okay? It's whatever is most comfortable for you. So we're going to start with a balancing pose, Vrikshasana or tree pose. So we start in our standing Tadasana or mountain pose. So think about soles of the feet being nice and grounded, legs are strong, spine is long, shoulders are soft, chest is open, chin is gently tucked in. Fab. So you've got your chair there if you want to take hold of it in your right hand. You maybe don't take hold of it just now, but it's there in case you want it. So we're going to shift the weight into the right leg. Just make sure here that that right hip doesn't pop out, so we stay nice and strong in the thigh and hip. And then we're going to pick the left foot up, and then you might start with the left toes on the floor, resting the left heel on the right ankle. Think about squeezing the legs together. Imagine you had an elastic band around your thighs and keeping the hips nice and strong. So we don't want to kind of go into like sas mode here. Excellent. All right, lovely stuff. So maybe the right hand comes onto the chair. Maybe you have it away. Perhaps you bring one or both hands to your Anjali Mudra. So you could be doing this just with one hand if you prefer. Excellent stuff. And then press the fingers, the knuckles, the palms together as you send the elbows wide, feeling the chest and the upper back engage. Lovely stuff. And if you're feeling like you would like to take this a little bit further, maybe you explore lifting that left foot off the floor. Maybe bring it onto the calf. Just avoid having the heel pushing onto the inside of the knee. So either have the heel below or above. Maybe you bring the foot all the way up towards the right. You decide. Wherever you're at, keep squeezing the legs together. Keep lifting the chest. Elbows wide, shoulders soft, and breathe. Use your drishti, your gaze, somewhere about eye level on something that is still. Imagine you've got big, strong roots coming out of the sole of your standing foot, keeping you nice and strong like a tree. Excellent. Hold this for another few breaths if you can. Really good work. Lovely. And then just gently releasing the arms down, bringing that left knee to center, and releasing the left foot back. Give the legs a bit of a shake out, maybe give those thighs a little bit of love. Have some gratitude for your legs. And then before we take that to the other side, we're going to send the right palm down towards the floor, fingers pointing in, left palm up towards the sky, fingers towards you. So both sets of fingers are in towards you, palm is facing up and then down. So imagine you're pushing the sky away from you and you're pushing the ground away. Keep the shoulders relaxed and the chest open, and flex the fingers back towards you to stretch into the wrists. Lovely. Breathing here. Trying to find that balance in the contact with all four corners of both feet. Lovely. Good stuff. And then we're going to bring the palm of the left hand to the back of the head and the back of the right hand towards the lower back. Excellent. And then we're just going to twist. So let the elbow come out to the side and then just allow the elbows to twist around to the right. Lovely. So allow the weight to move on the feet, but keep the feet on the ground. Allow the hips to move, the legs. Just allow the whole body to twist here as much as feels comfortable for you. Keep breathing. Lovely stuff. And then just slowly coming back to center and then releasing the arms down. Wonderful. So let's just take the hands onto the hips and then just move those hips. Nice big circles with those hips. Big as it can go. Wonderful. Allow that weight to move in the feet as you circle those hips. Lovely. And then just changing direction. And then just slowly come back to center. All right, fab. So we're going to take that to the other side. So feel free to move your chair or move around your chair. All right, so into your Tadasana, your mountain pose once again. Just finding that nice long spine, strong legs, relaxed shoulders, open chest. So when you're ready this time, we're shifting the weight into the left side, keeping left thigh, left hip nice and strong. Picking the right foot up, maybe offering those right toes up to the floor, resting the right heel on the left ankle. And again, just think about squeezing those legs together. We're not kind of popping into that left hip. And then maybe bringing one or both hands to your Anjali Mudra. Activating Mudra by sending elbows wide, pressing firmly into the fingertips, knuckles, and palm if the hands are together. And then maybe staying here, or maybe if you're feeling a little more confident, that right foot picks up. So wherever you're at, keep squeezing those legs together, keep lifting out the waist, feeling the upper torso engaged, and breathe. If you ever fancy an extra challenge whilst you're doing the balancing pose, you can try and close the eyes. Good stuff. A few more breaths here if we can. Imagine yourself like a tree growing up towards the light. Awesome stuff. And then just slowly releasing the arms down. Bringing that right knee to center and releasing the right foot. Fab, shake it out to anything else that you need to do. And then we're going to do our separating heaven and earth again. So once again, so this time right palm comes up, fingers pointing in, left palm pushes down. Lovely, press away with the palms, keep the chest open, the shoulders soft, keep the legs strong. So if the thighs are going a little bit wobbly here, try to engage those legs. Maybe just closing the eyes and just seeing if you can really notice the sensations in the body, particularly in the wrists and the shoulders here. Staying strong in the pose. Finding that balance between steadiness and ease, which is the aim of our yoga practice. Sthira Sakhanam Asanam. A steady and comfortable pose. Wonderful. And then bringing right palm to the back of the head, back of the left hand comes towards the lower back. And when you're ready, just allowing the body to twist. However far feels good for you on this side. Again, if you get dizzy, maybe just slow it down or feel free to stop completely. Wonderful. And then just slowly coming back to center, releasing the arms. You know, everything in good shape. Excellent. Cool. All right, we're going to come back onto our chairs for the last few minutes. So again, just being mindful of your comfortable seat, your Tadasana, your seated mountain pose, thinking about that contact between the soles of the feet and the ground. That contact with the sitting bones and your chair, your nice long spine, your soft shoulders and your open chest. Wonderful stuff. All right, so we're just going to find a little flow for the wrists here. So I'd like you to bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra. Excellent stuff. So if you can, spread the fingers out nice and wide. And again, if it's available, think about pressing the fingertips, the knuckles and the circle of the palm in towards one another. Now, if you can't quite get the whole palm together, don't worry, as long as it's not causing you any pain, and just do it as much as you can. All right, so when you're ready, we're going to breathe in and send the fingertips up towards the sky, keeping your shoulders soft. And then exhaling, bring the Anjali Mudra down, elbows wide, dropping the heels of the hands as much as you can. So just taking that a few more times, breathing in to send the fingers up high, and breathing out as you drop the heels of the hands down. Lovely. And you might, as you send the fingers high, bring the fingers towards one another. And then as you bring the hands down, spread the fingers out wide. So getting even more of a stretch into the wrist. And the wrist flexes here. So the next time that you bring the hands down in Anjali Mudra, let's hold it here. And then just be mindful that you might need to take the hands a little further away from the chest. And then we're just going to send the fingers forwards just as far as feels comfortable. Maybe they point down towards the ground. And then coming back up through center towards the chest. Lovely. And again, just doing whatever range is available for you today. Trying to keep that point of close contact between the fingertips, knuckles, and circle of the palm. Good stuff. Last one. Back. And then just slowly, hands come back to center and release the hands down. Back. Give the hands a shake out. So we'll give them a stretch in the other direction. Most of us will spend our days like this, yeah, for typing, driving. So we get a lot of flexion in the wrist. We don't always get a lot of extension. So we're going to give them a little bit of a stretch in extension. So palms come together once again, and then separate the hands if you're reading a book. Lovely. Okay. So, and then just allow the backs of the hands to come towards one another. As the backs of the hands come towards one another, they'll start pointing towards the chest. Yeah, it'll happen naturally for most of us. And then send the fingers down towards the ground. Excellent. And then take the fingers away from you. As the fingers come away, allow the backs of the hands to separate. Palms face forwards. And then bring the palms back to the middle. Thanks. So just take that a few more times. One of those things, if you think about it too much, it'll get complicated. Most of us would probably just do it naturally. Yeah, lovely. So you can either carry on like that, if that feels like you're getting enough of a stretch into the tops of the wrist. If you like to make it a little bit deeper, then rather than having the hands apart as books, you make a fist. And then it's the same principle, backs the hands together. And you might just like to hold it in one place if you find a sweet spot. So this is where we'll be getting that stretch that we often don't get in our day-to-day lives. And you can really just move at a pace that feels good for you. I've been loving this one recently. Good stuff. So just taking one more round at your own pace. Really getting that nice stretch into the tops of the wrists, the backs of the hands. Good work. Oh. And then just slowly bringing the hands back to your Anjali Mudra. Lovely. And then release the arms down. Excellent. Give everything a good shake out. And then we're going to just come into our seated Shavasana for final relaxation. So if you want to take the bum a little further back towards the back of the seat here so that you can lean back, go for it. But again, try to avoid sort of doing like this sort of thing. Yeah. Unless you really need to. So still being mindful that the spine is staying long and that the heart is staying open, resting the hands perhaps on the lap. You might like to take the palms up or down, you decide. Maybe closing the eyes, maybe dropping the gaze, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Nothing more to do. So let's just bring our awareness once again back to our breath. Becoming aware as we breathe in. Becoming aware as we breathe out. And if you can, finding those deep, steady belly breaths. So if you find it useful, feel free to take a hand to the belly or a hand perhaps also to the chest here. That helps you to really find that expansion through belly and chest as you breathe in, and softening in those areas as you breathe out. When you become aware of your in-breath and you become aware of your out-breath, you bring yourself home to the present moment, to the here and now. And you are in touch with life. Breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. Just allow your awareness to rest on your breath. Each time that you notice your mind wandering, which it will, which is completely normal, just try to gently, lovingly, most importantly, patiently bring your focus, your awareness back to your breath. Allow your breath to anchor you into the present moment. When the mind becomes distracted, bring it back to your anchor. Bring it back to your breath. Perhaps seeing if there's a little more softness available in your physical body. See if the shoulders can relax a little more. See if the buttocks can relax a little more. Is there a little more softness available in the thighs? Notice if you're clenching the jaw. And just see if you can allow the jaw to relax. Notice if you are furrowing the eyebrows. See if you can allow the eyes to soften and relax. Feeling the whole of the body soft and relaxed. Yet being completely aware of your physical body. Allowing the mind to soften, to relax, to expand into the vastness of this moment. Slowly start to bring your awareness back into this space, becoming aware of the sounds around you, of the air beneath you, the feeling of the air against your skin. And then just start to bring some gentle movement back into your body, maybe wriggling fingers and toes. Maybe wriggling your nose and gently rocking your head from side to side. If you'd like to invite energy back in for the rest of your day, maybe sending the fingers up high, opening the eyes and the mouth as wide as you can. And just taking a few moments to have gratitude for yourself, for coming to the practice, for your body, for taking you through the practice. And for the earth beneath you, for supporting you always. allowing your practice to soak in, allowing your awareness to return to the present. Remembering to pause often and to smile frequently. If you like, you might join me, bring the hands together at heart center. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Well done.